Alright, so what's up, guys? Eddie here at the Great Fishing Adventure. I've decided to come out to Pohick Bay today. It's Tuesday, March 26th, I believe. And yeah, it's a little choppy. I have to say, I just started paddling towards the back, and it looks like it's clear water. We had some rain last week that muddied up everything pretty good. It was actually some torrential downpour type shit. But I think I see a mud line on the horizon, and I'm gonna try to figure out if it is actually where the mud kind of stops. It is high tide right now. About 1:15 today was high tide. It's like 1:30, 1:45, something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna start making my way back into the creek and see what happens. One of my goals today was to try to find some fish that I normally wouldn't target, but I really don't want to be out in the thick of it. I was going to follow the channel out, but I've decided I'm just going to go in the back of the creek and see what happens. I caught them pretty good the other day. Not real big ones. I think the biggest one was like 1.5 pounds, but I did catch them out here. So that was the main thing. First time I've been out here this new year. The water warmed up just enough to where there's bait flicking and things were happening. I just couldn't find the big fish. So I figured just catching fish in general was probably better than nothing. And I've tasted the skunk a few times this year, mostly in the winter. I just haven't figured out the winter bite like talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna head back in here. I did go to Aquia Creek on Sunday, the 24th, and so that was 2 days ago. And I did pretty well. I only caught 4 fish, but I was pre-fishing for the NVKBA trail stop number 1, which is in 3 weeks from now. And yeah, it's a little early, but the fish were biting, at least for me. And I did a lot of paddling. I probably did like 4 to 5 miles worth of paddling. But I won't put that video up just because I don't want anyone that I'm competing against to actually see it and, you know, kind of take my approach towards it. Even though my approach probably isn't right. I know I was one of the few people I talked to that actually caught fish that day. So it is what it is. I might have got lucky on them. Who knows? I think I figured out a pattern though. But I'll do a little bit of that today, but I'm not gonna go in depth on what I exactly did on Sunday, just to keep it low key. Hopefully I'll be back with a fish. All right, so I'm figuring out a lot coming up into this creek. For one, I thought I saw a little bit of a line between muddy and clear, a little mud line. I'm positive I did now because it's clearing up pretty good up in this creek. Like I said, it's high tide, so it should be a little clearer anyways, unless it just rained. Since it's been, almost 5 days since it rained. It was Thursday into Thursday night, and today is Tuesday, so it's been long enough to where the main river Potomac is still muddy. As the tide's coming in, the creeks are pretty much done. Like Pohick Creek and what was that, Gunston or whatever creek that feeds the other side there, comes in to make the Gunston Cove. Both creeks are pretty much cleared. Aquia Creek was still a little muddy, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But that's a bigger creek, where it opens up a little bigger than these creeks. Once they hit the cove, it's more like the tidal Potomac here. And yeah, it's cleared up a lot back in here. And not only has it cleared up, the water temp has gone up about 1 degree. And I did let my transducer kind of settle out before I got an accurate reading, or so I could get an accurate reading. And yeah, it was like 53.7. It's almost 54.5. It's 0.4 of 0.5 right now, so it's definitely gone up as I make it in the back here. So these bass are back here for sure. I have no doubt in my mind. Whether or not they're gonna bite and whether or not I can find them is a whole nother thing. It's such a big area. I mean, you can see without the grass, you have no lines to really tell you, even though I know where everything is, and I can kind of see where mud's kicked up on, like where the grass is usually, and lily pads and stuff. So I already know where the channel runs, but it's still one of those things. It's hard to really picture it when everything is just water. So it's going to be a little hard to find them. Maybe not, but I have a feeling they're pushed up in here. Hopefully they're pushed up on cover. I'm gonna start with cover, I think. With it being a little muddy and these fish not wanting to fight anything, and the little fish are gonna be the same way. The smaller bass are gonna be the same way. They're gonna be up in this creek too, but the bigger bass have to be with them. Either more in the channel on a specific type of structure or something. So I'm gonna start with this first bend going up into this creek. The creek kind of does like an S and then just goes along that edge. And I'm gonna start here and see what happens. I'm fairly certain I'll get bit. Whether or not I can find quality, that's yet to be determined, as always. But I'm pretty sure I'll catch fish. I've never been more certain. There we go. That actually feels like a good fish. Let's see if I can back out of this. Oh God, he's got me. He's got me. He's got me. That feels like yeah, that's a good one. Should I net him? Fuck. That wind's got me and the fish got me. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I'm not netting him though. Hell yeah. So, funny thing about this fish. Let me make sure I didn't get I got a little bit water. Funny thing about this fish, oh my God. So I was throwing a jigging pig at it, a football style, and I actually got it hung up in the tree, and I went over there and got it, and I was like, yep, I fucked that all up. And then I decided, I'll throw a Cinco at it and try to fuck around a little bit on it, and yeah, I must not have scared this one. Oh my God, look at its tail. It's like the top of it's chopped off. But yeah, so that's not a bad fish. Let me weigh it real quick. See what we got. Catching this fish is kind of like, it's crazy considering the fish. This is like smaller than the smallest fish I caught the other day at Aquia. So it felt good. It really had a lot of strength to it. Let's see. Stop it. 2 pounds. All right, so that's a 2-pound fish. I give it every bit of probably 14, 15 inches. But yeah, not too bad. I'll take a few pictures of it, and I'm gonna cast up against that tree again with the Cinco and see what happens. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that's right. Take me away from the cover. Get my net out for this one. Don't get stuck in there. Oh no. Got him. Not huge, actually smaller than it fought, but still a pretty good fish nonetheless. Yeah, that was a cover fish as well. Kind of disformed in the back there. I don't know if you can see that. Really disformed. But yeah, make sure I don't hit this tree. Oh, damn it. Make too much noise fighting this wind. But yeah, that's a pretty decent fish. It's about a pound. It's long. It's a very long fish. That's still good 13, 14 inch fish, if not more. So I'm happy with that. I've seen them dive a couple times now. There's a couple eagles, osprey, and I'm not sure what that other bird is. Eagles and osprey kind of flying around. They keep on dive bombing. There goes one right there. Oh, nope, he decided not to. They're dive bombing shad over there. And I have one dive bomb. I wish I was recording. I had one dive bomb like right next to me a little while ago. But that's the last little hole in this, like up in this little bay before you actually start going up the river, which I might do here in a second, or up the creek rather. And yeah, there's birds flying everywhere, and they're doing like the, they'll stop and look, and then when they're ready to dive, they'll like flap their wings and just straight down, fold up their wings and go straight down. And they're having like a feeding frenzy back here on the shad. So I'm thinking there's got to be some bass with them. I mean, why not? But I'm gonna go back there and check it out at least. God. Well, there he is. That's pretty funny. That's a good one too. All right, come on up. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta loosen my drag a little. All right. Not time for the net yet. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a damn good fish. All right, so obviously. Oh, I have barely hooked. Oh my God. Oh shit, this wind has got me. Thank God I didn't blow like that a second ago. Well, I had him hooked in the frickin' eye. But yeah, this is the kind of quality that I was catching at Quiet Creek the other day, actually. That's about a 3.5, maybe 4. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh my God. Not bad for Pohick Bay. Not bad at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this wind carry me out because I don't want to ruin the spot. I was just ripping that thing off the bottom. There's a channel in there, and I was ripping it through, and he struck at it. He's a little bug-eyed too. This wind, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this wind has got me going, man. But anyways, I was ripping this thing pretty good, and yeah, I was just letting it fall, ripping it off the bottom, and the wind kind of grabbed me a little, so I think he hit in around 3 feet of water, 2 to 3 feet of water, and that's what they're feeding on, is those shad. He's got a big enough mouth, he's eating those shad, and smaller stuff too, but wow. I'm gonna get a weight on him, then I'll put him, get a couple pictures, get a weight, and I'm gonna go for him and go for another one. Wow, that's easy 19, 20-inch fish. All right, let's see what he weighs. .76. All right, so 3 3/4 pound. Get a length on him too, roughly. All right there. It's a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 to 19. It might be an 18.5, but it looks pretty long. I think it's probably a 19, because I was just kind of holding him up with the mouth closed on the side of the kayak. I don't have my catch board yet, which kind of sucks. I really want to get some practice with that thing. But yeah, get some pictures. That's a beautiful fish. Yeah, I'm sure we can catch another one of those, hopefully. Oh God, oh God! I said it's not very big. Yeah, that's a picture-worthy one right there. I don't think that one will make the cut. Holy shit! That's about what the size I was catching the other day, though. I have to say that's a yearling for sure. Hell yeah! Let's get a length on this thing. It's 7.5 inches or so. Hell yeah. The chunk. Not very big, but as soon as I cast it out there, I caught another one. As soon as I turned the camera off. So I'm not gonna talk much about, oh my God, he's pretty. I'm not gonna talk much about him. Just as another about 6 inch or so. And yeah, let's try to catch another one.
And put my cold feet on the floor. Remembering I'm pretending to be where I'm not anymore. And I'm left in the wake of the mistakes, slow to react. Still so distant, and I can't bring you back. It's the way I feel was promised mistakes, slow